What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I'm really excited to dive into a topic that we don't really talk about very often here at the Indie Music Academy. And we're going to talk about websites. And there is a bit of a story I want to share with you first because I've built many websites over the years. I've used a bunch of different website platforms. I've used a bunch of different tools and had to connect them together. And one thing that I'm finding is that it's a lot harder than it should be to build your artist website, to run an effective email list, and to have it all work together without you pulling your hair out. And if you're joining in and you are feeling the same thing I'm feeling, let me know in the comments. In fact, just let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop a hello because this is live and I want to make sure that this is interactive with you and as beneficial as possible during our time together. So say hello. Our moderator, Marcelo, is in the chat and it's so good to see you. What's up, Rebecca? What's up, Mike? Thanks so much for tuning in. What's up, John? So I want to ask you a question today. And once again, this is interactive. So let me know in the chat. Are you currently website-less? Do you not have an artist website at all? I want to know if you're in that situation. And then also let me know in the chat if you currently do have an artist website, but you're here on this stream to figure out if you can improve it in some way. Maybe you're not pleased with the platform that you're using. Maybe there are some features that you see on other people's websites, or maybe you've heard of them before, but perhaps you are wondering, how do I get that for myself? How do I get these professional features for my music brand or for my creative business? All right, I'm seeing in the chat that a lot of people are tuning in today all over the world. We got people from Portland. What's up? Houston, Texas. What is up? Stefano tunes in. Carlos says no website yet. Well, this is a great day to be tuned in if you don't have a website. John says, I don't have any website currently for his band. Roman says, don't have a website yet. Dave says, no website. Wow, guys, I'm so glad to dive into this because if you don't have a website yet, you can actually just skip a lot of headache that I had to go through because I've been through a bunch of platforms. I've used Squarespace, I've used WordPress and Wix and all of these different website platforms. But what I found out is that having your website is just one of many checkboxes that we have on our to-do list as independent artists, as creative people, as business owners, right? Business owners of a creative venture, right? Because just having your static web page up out on the web honestly isn't enough to drive new traffic to your website, to capture the attention of a user and build that long-term relationship that we, at the end of the day, are after, right? And so you end up needing to integrate additional tools. Maybe you've used something like MailChimp to run your email list, or ActiveCampaign, or Drip, or MailerLite. Let me know in the chat if you've ever used an email list software, which is usually an additional cost in addition to your web builder, right? And so now, not only are you paying 2 subscriptions, but now you have to figure out how to make them connect to each other. And so maybe you have to, hire a developer to get the code on your website to have a sign-up form. Or maybe you have to figure out how to use API integrations. And it just turns into a situation where your platform that you signed up for originally, that you were promised a certain set of features, it all falls short of our goal of just running an effective website that we can use to grow our audience and to connect with the people who care about us most. So obviously, that hasn't stopped me, right? I had to navigate this. My website gets 500,000 visitors a year, right? Obviously, these problems are not, they don't stop anyone in their tracks, but they are a big annoyance, right? And so my mission today is no secret. I'm going to show you a platform that I've been working on since last year. I've partnered with a development team who's finally solved these problems, but pretty much all of these problems that we've been facing as an artist who's just trying to build a website, just trying to get our brand out there. And my goal is simple. And let me know in the chat if you're with me, because this is not a sales pitch. This is honestly, I'm just sharing something really cool with you guys that I've been working on. But my ask is simple. One, just that you try this software completely free as I show it on screen. And second, let me know in a brand new community if this software is life changing to you or not. And that's it. There's nothing more that I'm wondering from you today that I'm asking for you. It's just very simple. Just try out the software completely free and let me know if it's life changing or not. This is going to help me so much with developing this platform for you. And if it's okay with you, I want to pull it up on screen and show you how I solved this problem of integrating all these different apps together, because this is a simple to use all-in-one platform where you get your website, email marketing, storefront. You can have paid appointments, like if you're teaching lessons online as a musician, you can take checkout for lessons, and you can do all of your email automations and tagging, which are very advanced marketing features that I teach in a lot of our trainings at the Indie Music Academy. But if you want to see that, let me know in the chat. I have a screen share prepared for you. But who's ready? Who wants to see what I've come up with to solve this unique problem? Let me know if you're with me in the chat. And also, we will be doing a Q&A at the end as well. And this is just the first of a series that I'm starting this week and next week as well. So I would love to continue this beyond today. We're doing a few more live streams in addition to today, another one on Thursday. So put that in your calendar. And we're doing 2 more live streams next week as well, because there's a lot to cover. There's a lot of great features that are just jam-packed in the software. And I think you're going to be really happy with how it's all packaged together. So Rebecca says, amazing. Carlos says, sounds pretty good. Turd McNugget says, let's see it. And Chad says, drop it on us. All right, cool. So I'm going to shift around some things on screen. We're going to get this going. So excited to be sharing. Obviously, this is very casual, and I just want to serve you in the best way possible. So I want to introduce to you guys Active Brand. This is the affordable all-in-one platform to grow and market your creative business, okay? Now, I'm not a software developer. What I did is I partnered with a world-class development team, and I'm bringing this to you, right? What these guys do, it's really genius, actually. They create the world-class tools, and then they partner with experts in the industry so that I can bring this to you and serve you in the best way possible. So obviously, I'm a musician. You guys are musicians. I've built many websites over the years. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you the templates and the training so that you can use this incredibly advanced but pretty easy to use platform. And I'm going to show you how it works. So what we're doing, and this is actually pretty meta, the Active Brand website is right here on your screen. It's also linked in the description below. And it's an incredibly fast platform. Your websites load very quickly, which is really great in ranking high in the Google search results. And the Active Brand website is built using the Active Brand platform. So this is what it looks like when you're on the back end as a user. It's a drag and drop platform where you can easily customize, you can edit the text just like a Word doc, you can drag in additional widgets, images, text, buttons, videos. It's as easy as just literally taking your mouse, dragging a button to where you want to put it, and it just drops right in. You have the ability to add multiple sections, color the backgrounds either with a static color or with a background image. And the best part is that I've created some templates for you guys. I created my artist website using this platform last year. And if you've been to my website, you've already seen it. So this is what it looks like when you come to the website. And I've also built this inside of the Active Brand software. Now, guys, this is one thing, right? If this is just a web builder, right? Web builders nowadays are a commodity. We all know that you can build a beautiful website using Squarespace, using Wix, using Bandzoogle. Many of you guys are probably using Bandzoogle. But here's the thing: websites alone are not enough to serve our audience and to do all of the marketing tasks that are required of us as artists in the digital age. And so, up at the top, I want to walk you through all of the different features that are included in this all in one software, where you also have your store, your CRM, which stands for Contact Management System, your appointments for booking paid lessons or whatever you would like to use that for, and also your emails and automations. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a test website and click around for you guys. And I think it's appropriate, since we're all musicians here, that I load up a brand new website and I show you what it looks like if you're going to start your website from scratch. So when you sign up for the 14-day free trial, which, by the way, click the link in the description, and you're also going to be added to our Discord community. And it's totally free, by the way. All of this is completely free. And inside the community, we're just going to chat together. We're going to learn about what you need as a creative person who wants to build your music website. And it's totally casual. It's all geared just to help you, completely free. So click the button in the description. But once you sign up for your free trial, you're going to be presented with a template, and my template's loaded up. There are some other great artist website templates, like this intuitive website template here, or a beautiful hero image one. Let's select the intuitive artist website, and we could preview it, but let's just select this to get the actual portal activated, right? So I'm just going to call this test artist website, and I'm going to be redirected into the builder. So this template just loaded up. Every page has a tutorial video, by the way, but I'll just close those out because we're in a tutorial video right now. And so this template is the simple, intuitive, scrolling website where honestly, this website is fully built out for you. And all you have to do is update the imagery, update the text so that it's relevant to your music. And over here, you have your main actions that you'll be able to access in the web builder. I'll go through the web builder in depth in a bit, but I want to show you all of the other components and how they all fit together, right? So our web builder, would it be incomplete if it wasn't connected to a store? So basically, we have an entire e-commerce setup right here with the features of a Shopify or a Wix or a Squarespace, any other e-commerce platform. It's all here, right? Where you're able to create products. You can set up products in your storefront. You can edit it either with the simple view, or the great thing about this is you can build out an enhanced view with the drag and drop editor. You can add all of the usual widgets that you'd have on your homepage. You can keep track of inventory, create variations, have your custom thank you pages. It's limitless. It's everything you can ever want. And then you can preview your storefront in an easy preview lightbox like this. And I'm using all the bandwidth for this live stream, so if this doesn't come up quickly, I'll just close it out. But the store is essential. However, let's move into our next category, the CRM. This is where we store our contacts as we get more email subscribers, as we get more customers, and this is built into the all-in-one portal as well. Obviously, this is a test that I just created right now, right? So there are no contacts, but you have the ability to add multiple lists. You have the ability to have paid and basic members. You can run your subscription, your Patreon style subscription on this platform, and you can have multiple member groups such as basic members. You can have pro members, and you can control the access of every page of your website, including a members only portal, all inside of this builder, store, and CRM all-in-one platform. It's truly incredible what you could do. You can even host an online guitar course here by creating a specific access group for your course members. And you can have a bunch of different groups. So you can have guitar course members. You can have your online course hosted in a folder on your website over here in Pages. And it's as simple as that, guys. It's modular. You can do pretty much anything you want. That's just the third feature of 5. So appointments, like I mentioned, you would build this out if you want to host online lessons. You can have your bookings automated. You can integrate your Google Calendar so that if a student wants to book a time with you where you are already booked with another student, or it even imports your personal calendar. Whereas if you have a dinner reservation, or if you're out on a lunch meeting, or if you're in the studio recording, your calendar will dynamically block out that time so that your students cannot double book your calendar. It's truly incredible. The Google integration comes standard with every member, and so you can run even your online lessons engine using this software. Last but certainly not least, this is my favorite part of all of it, is the emails and automations. This is where you store your mailing list, but more importantly, you can blast your list. More importantly, you can build your website automations, and this is where the magic of marketing comes in, right? What is a website automation? An automation is where if someone performs an action on your website, such as they submit a form, they purchase a product, they even get a tag added, an automation will trigger where they get the right email, they get the right consumption sequence. Even an abandoned cart is the classic example of an automation that you can set up so that you are sending your marketing messages at the exact right time to the right person. And I'll show you an example of just how easy this is. So let's go to our test website over here. And actually, I'll open a new tab just to make this easy. Let's say on our artist website, we want to set up a place where we can have new subscribers get our new song, right? Or maybe a free download. Maybe we're doing a deluxe download, right? So we can easily set that up, and we would want to go to a section. Well, I'll show you that later. We can easily set that up where new subscribers get the freebie. Get the freebie. And sorry, it's hard to type and talk at the same time. Right, so all we need to do is set our trigger, which can be set as a tag, right? I like using tags. And yeah, we can set that up as a customer. We can also set this up as new subscriber. That'll be good. And once we have our tag set, there are lots of automation actions that we can set up, such as send an email. So we can just make the email subject line, "Great, your freebie is here." Sender name, I'll just put test for now because this is a test. test@test.com. And then you'd start building the email. And there's all these email templates that are built in. You guys know already that I love using plain text emails. And I'm just going to put test for everything today. But yeah, plain text is my favorite way to go. But no matter what your style is, it's all drag and drop. You can have a mixed medium email. You can add buttons. You can do whatever you'd like. You can even integrate images and videos. And you can send a test email to yourself just to make sure that it's all looking great before you send. And this actually is not an email blast at all. This is an automation that will send the email while you're sleeping, while you're in the studio, while you're just doing your day-to-day activities. This is how you could keep in touch and deliver value to people in your ecosystem 24/7. All you have to do is hit save, turn the automation on, and your trigger is ready to go. Obviously, this is a test website. It is not live. That's why I got that error. But that's how simple it is to connect all of your marketing tools together in an all-in-one integrated platform. Notice I didn't have to mess with code one time today. I didn't have to embed a form once to do this, and all of it, I didn't even have to leave this one portal. Now, I want to answer your questions regarding this platform, including what you would like to get out of it, what you're looking for as far as your goals and your marketing goals and your brand goals. But there's one more feature that I just cannot leave behind before moving into Q&A, and it's the funnel builder. How many of you guys have heard of funnels before? And I know I've been talking a lot, but this is your chance to type in the chat. Let me know if you know what a funnel is. Let me know if you know what an opt-in form is, what a squeeze page, what an upsell, an order bump. If you've heard of any of these terms before, and these are like pretty markety terms, let me know in the chat if you've heard of these features before. If not, that's totally fine. I'm going to just give you the quick overview right now, but we can continue diving into all of this in our series this week and next week. But let me know. You can say, I've never heard of this before. You can say, I've heard of some, but not others. I really want to know where we are, especially in this unique group of artists here that we have tuning in. But the funnel builder, the easiest way to theorize this is that a funnel is a group of pages that are all related to each other in one single flow, right? So you have page one that leads into page two, and they're all step by step in one sales flow. Here's an example of just how simple it is to add a funnel to your website. So here's our test website, and there's a built-in funnels feature over here on the left-hand side. I already have a few funnels that I've made, but I'm going to create a new funnel. And I'm just going to use one of the pre-built funnel templates that I've created for you in advance. These are all built specifically for musicians. And I'm going to select the digital song / album download funnel. I'm going to select it. I'm going to name it just test download funnel. Test is the name of the game today. And I'm going to save that. And right now, the funnel template's going to load up. And just like that, what I've done is I've not created one, I've not created two, but I've created 4 pages on my website just in one click that are all related in a step-by-step flow that's going to guide the user through a preset process that I want them to do, right? This is what marketing is. It's creating an offer and guiding the user through the steps in order to complete the valuable action that I would love for them to complete on my website. And this is the difference between having a static website that's more of a portfolio on your web page, and transitioning that and changing your mindset into a dynamic, active website that's actually doing something for you and for your brand and ultimately for your subscriber. So let's check this out together. We have the landing page, which is step one. Get the Dulux digital edition of our latest album. That's the headline. Right now, we have an evergreen countdown timer that is set at 7 minutes for each page view. If you don't like that, you can always delete it. If you want to change anything on this page, in fact, it's just editable as simple as a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word doc, right? You can replace any image to fit your brand and your needs. And so if you have publications that you've been featured in, all you have to do is just edit the image and just replace it right here. If you have any reviews, any website or blog reviews for your music, you can fill this in right here, or you can take this whole section, delete it, whatever you want to do, fill in your images, your story, your branding. Guys, I made it so all you have to do is just do a quick edit and it's good to go for your brand. Now, this is the coolest part I want to show you. Once someone decides they want to take you up on this offer, because this page is designed to make you look as impressive as possible and also to make it a no-brainer offer, right? Get the latest drop, the latest song, the latest album for free, high-resolution audio, right? Instant access. This form, because this is an all-in-one platform, is already integrated with every single element of your brand automatically. All we have to do is just decide on a couple settings. What list do we want them to opt into? Well, we can opt them into the general mailing list. And I'm the typo king today, guys. Sorry about that. So that's step one already done. No code, no integration with outside platforms, no MailChimp, no embedded forms, right? Done. The second thing is we have to decide if we want to add a tag. And tags are amazing because tags are what power our automations, right? So I made the new subscriber tag just a few minutes ago. All we need to do is just select new subscriber. Make sure you spell it right. And that tag is in. That means once someone puts their name and email into this form, they're automatically going to get added to this email sequence. And that's how we're going to deliver the freebies. That's how we're going to say hello to them. Even if it's the middle of the night, even if you're sleeping, you can deliver anything you want to your subscribers using the automated platform features in this all-in-one portal. And that's it. Just hit save at the top. Your changes are saved, and that is step one of our funnel. But here's the really cool part. Once they submit their details here, you get to decide what happens after they click submit. And right now it says show thank you message, but I actually want them to go to the next funnel step. Once you have that selected, they're going to get redirected into the next stage of our ordered pages right here. Page 1, page 2, page 3, and page 4. They're going to go to the next funnel step, which would be page 2, our Tripwire offer. And that's another one of these marketing terms that I asked if you've ever heard of before. A Tripwire is a quick sales offer that we can show to new subscribers. And usually it's a big discount, and these pages are already formatted for you. And maybe you already have something in mind that you can use in this marketing scenario. Perhaps you have a bunch of albums that you printed a few years back that are just sitting in your closet. Or maybe you have some t-shirts in a box in your garage that you thought you would sell at your shows, but now you can't figure out what to do with them. Well, that's the perfect opportunity to try them out in a Tripwire situation, right? Just update the headline. All of this is already coded in for you. You can see I already have the progress bar coded in. And the story is already written out. All you have to do is input your story here, make a few updates, and your Tripwire offer is ready to go, that every subscriber will have the chance to either decide to support, or this is all a low pressure sales situation, right? They could just click the I don't want to support right now button, and it's totally fine. But the idea is that now you have the software. Now you have the power in your hands to start thinking like a marketer and having your website work for you instead of just a static storefront where you're just praying to the algorithm gods. I hope Instagram sends people to my website. I hope people decide to click over to my Shopify so they can buy my t-shirts, right? Instead, now you're actively taking proactive decisions and proactive approaches so that you can create a journey, honestly, for your subscribers. And here's the cool thing too. Let's say they don't want to support right now, right? Because I'm a big fan of low pressure sales situations. Everything in sales, I believe, should be just in the vibe of sharing. I just want to share this with you, sharing my story. Our band is 100% fan supported. Here's the blood, sweat, and tears that we poured into our record. Here's everything that I want to offer for you. Here's a 50% off offer just as a thank you for subscribing, right? That's the best vibe, I think, for selling. But let's say that they don't want to join right now. We can create it so that this button propels them to the next funnel step, right? They could either check out or they can move on to page 3, which is a great thank you page that we'll prepare in advance for them. And it's just success. Check your email inbox for the download. We can optionally add another discount coupon here. Maybe we can say something along the lines of like success, like no sweat for not taking us up on the last offer. I still want to provide you some value. Here's a 20% off coupon that you can use at any time for our merch store, right? Keep this in your back pocket. We're so glad to have you in our ecosystem, right? And this is the idea, guys. So I wanted to show you this funnel tool. This is going to look like a seamless part of your website to your users, but you're going to have the tools where on the back end you have that proactive, dynamic uh, website that's actually going to guide the user towards a specific goal that's valuable for your brand and not just a static page. So at this point right now, I want to turn it to the chat. I've been talking a lot. I want to ask you to drop your questions in the chat, and we're going to make this interactive. And yeah, I'm going to turn it to you. So, what questions do you have about this platform? What do you want to see in the upcoming live streams? Because I want to basically give you the ultimate tutorial series so that during the 14-day trial, you can get the most out of this. You can really give this a good run and decide, is this a platform that's actually going to add value to my life, add value to my music career? And is this something that I can actually see growing my audience in an effective way? And so, with that, I want to turn it over to you. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. While you guys are typing that out, and it could be as simple as show me a little bit more about the email automations, or show me a little bit more about how to customize the colors, or whatever it is. All questions are fair game. Um, while I'm waiting for you guys to chat in, I wanted to just redirect your attention to, in the description below this video, there is a link, and that link directs you to the Active Brand website. It's going to look like this. The instructions to getting your free trial looks like this. All you have to do is go to the pricing page. The pricing is super fair, super low. It's the same price as Squarespace or Wix or any of these other platforms. The benefit is that you're getting it all for the price of one. And so all you need to do is select any one of these plans. Honestly, the starter or the growth plan is probably the most relevant. And your 14-day free trial is automatically built in to any of the plans that you select. So you're going to get the free trial by default. It's automatic. Any of these plans give you the 14-day free trial. Once you activate your free trial, you're going to get an email from me that is going to give you the instructions on how to join our community. And the community is going to be in Discord. It's going to be a place where we're going to continue the conversation after these live streams end, because obviously I could take your questions right now here while we're live, but I'm sure that as you're diving into the platform, you're going to want more. And so that's what that community is all about. Definitely get in, take advantage of this. All of this is free, by the way. Take advantage of this opportunity to really dig in and see if it's time to upgrade your marketing software and your overall brand presence online as a whole. So now's the time, guys. This is truly a great time in my life as well, because as I told you, I finally decided for myself that simple is better. And in my younger days, I took a little bit of pride in being like a techie and doing all of the integrations myself and messing with a little bit of code. But as I guess, grow older and wiser, I really discovered that my time is best spent thinking of new offers and new ways to engage my audience, right? And not messing with the tech. The tech should come natural, right? The tech should be automatic, and the tools should be a way to brainstorm how to deliver great offers and great experiences and great automations for our audiences. But my brain power nowadays really, I've decided, should be spent on the creative aspect of how can I invent something awesome for my audience to experience, right? And as musicians, what that means is, what can I do on top of my album release that's just going to make this an even bigger event for my fan base, right? Or what can I do on top of my music video that I'm about to announce that's going to make this an even bigger splash across all of my online platforms, right? And that's how I want you to be thinking as well. And having an all-in-one platform that's just going to naturally, easily have you set up all of these different marketing automations together without integrations, without code, without all of that. I'm personally tired of it. You're probably tired of endlessly battling your website software. That's how I felt, at least. I think it's time, and I think this is a great time technology wise, where all of this is available for super cheap now. So I want to dive into your questions now, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew how to get the software for free for 14 days. And I also wanted to make sure that you knew how to get into the community for free for 14 days. So, guys, let me know if you have any questions about accessing any of that. But now I want to dive in to your questions. I've seen a few pop in. Let's see. Carlos is asking a great question. Once the website has been created and the trial ends, will the website be taken down? That's a great question. The answer, Carlos, is that your website will not be taken down even after the trial ends. And in fact, you can continue tweaking and editing your website even past the 14-day trial. As the super admin of the platform, I've created all of the settings, all of the the ways that the platform works in ins and outs, and I wanted it to be that. Well, honestly, 14 days probably isn't enough time to build out your full website, right? If we're honest, so I wanted to create a platform that you basically have unlimited time to tweak your platform before going live. My recommendation would be obviously not to kick it down the road too much, because then you're limiting your brand being able to make a splash out in the world, right? But I would say that on average, most people get their websites up within 14 days to a month, and that's usually a good time to finally get your homepage and maybe one or two other important pages live, and your website does not get taken down once the trial ends. It's a great setup, and great question, by the way. Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, thanks for that question, Carlos. Keep the questions coming, by the way. Feel free to ask any follow-up questions as they come as well, Carlos. Rebecca's asking a great question. Tell us more about how tags work. Absolutely. That's a great question. So I'm going to head over to our test website. And the way that I like to think of lists and tags, and I'm going to head over to our email marketing and automation. Lists are the people who you are going to communicate with on your mailing list, right? And the great thing about ActiveBrand is that you can host more than one list in your list software, right? So let's just say we're going to, let's go to lists and subscribers. And obviously we have no subscribers right now because this is a test account. But over in lists, I have my default list. Lists and tags work together because the way that I like to understand this is lists are the types of people I'm communicating with, and tags are keeping track of the actions that those people do, right? So if I'm building this out, and this is honestly a great tutorial for you, Rebecca, and for any other artist who wants to build their mailing list in the most optimal way possible, what I would do is I would have a default list that honestly I would rename as probably the master list, okay? So everyone goes on the master list. This is what you do your email blasts out of. This is how you communicate when you have a sale. This is how you communicate when you have a new song release. Any brand update would go to your master list. The great thing about this software is you can have more than one list. So I'm going to make another list of another important group of people, right? Because lists are people, tags are actions that people perform. So a different type of person on my list is going to be a customer. I definitely want to know who buys my merch. I definitely want to know who buys my tickets. I definitely want to know who is subscribed to my membership. And that could even be another list because that's almost like a super customer, right? So we can call that a paid member, right? So these would be the 3 mailing lists that we would use to organize our entire fan base, right? And it's okay to have the same person on multiple lists. For example, your customers will also be on your master list, and your top fans, right? The ones that are doing everything that you offer are probably going to be on all of your lists, right? They might be supporting you via Patreon or supporting you via the membership, because you can run your Patreon membership in Active Brand as well. I can show you that in a future live stream. It's incredibly powerful, and it's a one-click template as well. You can set it up uh, as easy as one click. But getting back to lists, this is how I would organize lists, right? Tags are the actions that people perform, and you would set up your tags pretty much in the ecosystem of your website, right? So let's do a quick example over here in this funnel, because this is a great place. Tags are actions. So if someone visits this page and they decide that they want to take you up on this offer, over in the form settings, you have the opportunity to add some tags. Now, tags can either help you with filtering and finding that subscriber later, or it can trigger a real time action that helps you deliver the experience for the action that the subscriber is taking. And it could do both, right? You can trigger an action and then also filter later, so that you can communicate with that tag segment, and that's how you can segment your list. You can literally say, I want to only send an email to people who have the Deluxe album tag, right? And so what we would do is down here, we would have a new subscriber to trigger an automation. And so that would be a real time action. But we can have a second tag for filtering purposes later, so that we know, this person got the Deluxe album, the free album, right? So we can say free album. We can add that tag. And so we know that this tag is going to trigger the new subscriber email sequence. And then we're also tagging the subscriber that they did get the free album, and we can also filter by tag later. So I'll go to my list and subscribers. I can add a filter, and let me refresh to make sure that tag was added. And I can filter by tag, and the tag didn't add yet, but you can filter by tag is new subscriber, and it'll filter your list. So I hope that helps, Rebecca. And so tags basically are the triggers that can power the actions for your automations over here. So you can see that your trigger right here was powered by the new subscriber tag. There are other triggers too, like someone making a purchase or someone clicking a link in an email. It's truly endless, the opportunities that you can use here with triggers. But tags are my favorite way to basically make your whole ecosystem communicate with itself in a nice, effective, dynamic strategy. And that's how it's going to make the subscriber feel like, oh man, I'm really getting the right email at the right time right now, because I performed an action. You set it up where they're getting the correct tag, and the tag is going to trigger the email sequence. Let me know if that helps. And great question. Total Healthy Lifestyle has an incredible question about Active Brand. Great presentation. How stable is the company? I wouldn't want to build this, and then in a year or two, the platform goes out of business. Absolutely legitimate question, and this is obviously one that I want to make sure that I answer in the best way possible. So, as I said in the beginning of this stream, I'm not the developer of this site. What I did was I partnered with a well-established software company that's been in business long before the Indie Music Academy. And I licensed this software so that I can bring it into this niche, right? And that's their whole business model too, right? So they have they have their software platform already dialed. It's been in business long term. If for whatever reason, something happens to me, like Ryan gets like hit by a bus, right? Or one day I wake up and it's like I don't want to deal with this anymore, right? Every single one of your websites will continue operation because I don't actually own the software. What I'm doing is I'm licensing the software. It's the same platform, or it's the same situation that many of your distributors are running. Like for example, you might not know this, but DistroKid uses a company to get your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, right? If DistroKid just disappeared one day, which I mean, who knows what will happen, right? If DistroKid disappeared one day, would your music get taken off of Spotify? Most likely not, because there is another company that's partnered with DistroKid that's going to keep your music live. That's the same exact situation that I have with Active Brand, right? Because I found this development team, right? I purchased their license, bringing this platform to you guys. And I'm also the super admin. I'm the one that sets the pricing. I administer all the accounts, right? So that's the situation with Active Brand. So yeah, if I Total Lifestyle, if I get hit by a bus one day and Active Brand ceases to exist, you will continue to thrive. The platform will not change one bit. You will revert to the core functionality of the platform as it continues to run under the core development platform. I hope I made sense of that. It is kind of a weird thing to describe. Hopefully, hopefully I described it with that distribution analogy, because most of us are familiar with how distribution works. And yeah, I'm going to stay away from stray buses. If I see a stray bus, I'll definitely duck and cover. Great question, by the way. Keep them coming. I'm going to be live with you for about the next 10 to 15 minutes. So get those questions in the chat. I definitely want to make sure that everything is answered. But we will continue this series on Thursday this week and next week as well. So I'm really excited to continue because I'm sure more questions will come up. And be sure to click the link in the description to claim your free trial. It's completely risk-free. You will not get billed unless if you decide to take your website live. So it's completely low pressure, risk-free. I just want to make sure that you get a chance to see these amazing marketing tools for yourself. And I want you to make the most educated decision as to whether or not this is going to help you and your creative music business. And there's only one way to find out. You have to dig into it for yourself and click around and look at the tutorial videos, take a look at the templates, make a couple websites, because in a trial, this is a secret that not a lot of people know. If you're in a free trial, you can make as many websites as you want. You will have to delete them before you go live, but you can make multiple websites side by side, and even just go nuts with the settings and just try it out. Have as much fun as you possibly can in the next 14 days. It's literally zero pressure, zero stress. If you mess up a website, just delete it. Make 4 more. It should be really fun. So get your questions in. I'm going to continue with questions live for 10 more minutes, and then I'll see you in the exclusive Discord community after this call. Next question is from Rebecca. She's asking about upsells. Do you have to set it up in your store? Yes. So let's go over to this funnel that includes an upsell offer, right? So if you add an upsell or a downsell, you can set it up with its own page here. And what you will do is you'll probably grab like one of these product templates. I like using a simple one. We'll probably just go with something like this right here. We'll go with the simple one like this. This one looks really cool. I'll select it. This obviously will be called test. And I'll discard the changes, right? So here's our upsell. Guys, here's a trick. I love making simple pages. So what I usually do is I take all of these blocks, I delete them, right? Simple pages are the way to go. You can always add these blocks back, okay? The way that you do it is you just click the add block button, and all of these templates are here. You can add them back in at any time. If you want to add a website footer, you can just add it back in one click, right? But here's the trick. Simple pages are always easiest, especially if you add a template that just kind of has a lot of extra stuff that you're not going to use right away. Instead of figuring out like, okay, now I have to get a whole bunch of testimonials. What do I do about that? Right? You can just delete it all, and you can start with something simple in the version 1 of your page and then go from there. Okay, so here is a great simple upsell page because it's just going to have the essentials. Obviously, there's a little bit of space on the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over the block settings. I'm going to resize the container to full width. There we go. That looks beautiful. And now what I need to do is I need to put an order form on this page. I'm going to do that by just dragging the widget right here. So I'm going to go over here to the checkout form. I can grab the order form and let's just drop it right here. And we're going to have to drag this down below so that it looks nice. Delete. Oops, I deleted everything. Undo. I meant to only delete this. Oh, and if your page builder doesn't have an undo button, sign up for ActiveBrand. I did not know what I was doing for my whole life. There was no undo button in my previous web builder, and every time I made a mistake, I had to revert back to like 15 to 30 minutes prior to when I last saved. Oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. So this is how I would set up a simple upsell where you have a dedicated page with a checkout. Now, the great thing about ActiveBrand is your checkouts can either link to a product in your storefront, or you can create bespoke offers specifically for your funnel. And that's what I did here. So let's say that you have a shirt in your store, but you want to create a special offer for your upsell. Maybe it's a discount on that shirt, or maybe it's a shirt plus a digital package, right? Maybe it's like shirt plus, the album liner notes, or a shirt plus like a digital wallpaper pack, right? You can be creative, you can combo it with whatever you want. That's when you want to create a bespoke offer. Right here, you would either select your main products, or you would create a brand new product right here in this section. And the cart checkout is not letting me do it right now. Oh, sorry. The cart checkout would be adding multiple products. The product select would be selling one product at a time. And so you would select your product. Obviously, this is not the best time to be doing this tutorial because this is a blank website with no store. I should have done this in my website with a store item. Sorry about that, Rebecca. But in summary, that would be the way to set up a quick upsell offer in your funnel. It's as simple as just doing this. Oh, and by the way, you can always A/B test any of these pages if you want to make different versions of your pages, different versions of your offers. You can A/B test headlines to see which headline is going to get the higher conversion rate. It truly is a great marketing software. Coming from a marketer myself, it's just really cool. So sorry I wasn't able to actually put a product in there, Rebecca, but great question. I hope that at least got you started with testing out upsell offers inside of your funnels. Let's head back over to the core site. And we got about 4 minutes left. Let me pull up another question. Let's see. Oh, and great. Yes. Thank you so much for your question, Rebecca. Carlos is asking, when will you offer the trial? I'm about to start my own band and might need this by next month. Yeah. So, Carlos, let me show you something really quick. Let me go to a page with an expired trial. I think I could find that. So here we go. Here's a page. I think it has just some template on it. Actually, no, that was not the one I had in mind. Um, I don't know if I'll be able to find that quickly, but I'll just tell you with my words. If you join the trial right now and the trial expires, it's honestly no sweat. Right now, we're in a zero pressure period. This might change later, no promises, but for the next few months, I just want you guys to use the tool. All right, you guys, honestly, you know, you're my people, right? You guys are musicians. I wanted to get this ready for you in the easiest way possible, and I just want to share this with you. This is low pressure, and so Carlos, you can have your free trial for multiple months. So no worries. Go ahead and grab your website. You can create multiple websites by going up into the sites and funnels. Go over to website. Go ahead and create a new website. You can like I have 4 of them right here. Right. Create a test website. It's all good. You could create a website for your band. You could create a website for your record label. You could create a website for your compositions if you do film scoring. You could create a website for your solo project. And the best part about it is it's all in one portal. Everything is as easy as just swapping between your different websites, just like this. You can swap between your different funnels. You can import a funnel into your website. That's what I did for my own music, right? So you can see here's my funnel listed right next to my pages. If you would prefer to see it here in the list, that's an option as well. All you have to do is just click on the funnel gear and you can move it inside or outside your website. It's so fun to use a tool that is just simple, intuitive, and you can have all of your brands together and in one portal. This is like the hub for all of your business now. It's truly great. I've been loving it as well. So, Carlos, I hope that answers your question. Go ahead and start the trial. The way that it's set up right now, the way that I've offered this trial to you, the 14 days is going to be extended by default, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you got it, my friend. You're very welcome. I'll get to the last few questions, but guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks so much for asking more questions about this platform. Thanks so much for just giving a try. And in fact, let me know, have you signed up for the trial yet? I can't check the stats right now, but have you decided to give this a shot yet? Have you decided to sign up for the 14-day free trial? Really, it's like the unlimited free trial because we are in this special period, this zero risk period. Let me know. I want to gauge just how useful this is for you. Let me know if this is what you needed right now for your music. Let me know if you're going to sign up for the trial. Carlos says, about to sign up. Thanks so much. Rebecca says, yes, I have. Amazing. Thanks so much for signing up, Rebecca. Amazing. I'm going to get to the last few questions. Marcelo, can you put Randy's question back on the screen? I saw that. Here it is. Randy's asking, what's the name of the IMA community member site to get your questions answered? Randy, that's called the Pro Academy. If you want to join that, shoot us an email and we'll send you the information for that. The Pro Academy is an amazing place where you get masterclass trainings on how to market your music. It'd be wonderful to have you join. But yeah, that is over in the Indie Music Academy website. This Active Brand website is going to be a different login, obviously, because this has all of the web building features. So just wanted to make sure that you know that, my friend. All right. Amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. It looks like you guys got a lot of value out of this. Thanks so much for being here, Jeff. It's good seeing you. Dude, we're gonna chop it up a lot more on future live streams. It looks like you guys are answering each other's questions also. Thanks so much, John, for helping out Carlos. Amazing. Yeah, it looks like he's familiar with the platform. Yes, and thanks for tuning in, Randy. Thanks so much, Rebecca, for being here. Carlos, thanks so much for your questions. Chad, thank you so much. I hope that your questions got answered. I saw that there were a few chats back and forth with your questions, Chad. Guys, I will see you on Thursday, hopefully. We're going to do a few more of these streams. And in between the live streams, I'll see you in the Discord community, guys. The way to get the invite to the Discord community is to sign up for the 14-day free trial. It's risk-free. You will not get charged at all. The trial is unlimited right now, which is something you should definitely take advantage of. And with that, I'm so glad. I'm so appreciative of you guys letting me share some of the work that I've been doing behind the scenes for you. And if this platform is a fit, I'd love for you to dive in and use it for your music. I think it's going to be very, very effective. And if it's not a fit, no worries. Let me know as well what you end up deciding instead. Marcelo is asking, what about the Discord? So the Discord, what I did is I set up an email so that once you sign up for your free trial, you're going to get an email from me with the Discord invite. But are you thinking that we should just drop the invite here in the chat for everyone? I think they deserve it, right? We should just drop it here in the chat, and everyone can hop in and chop it up with us. We should do that, huh? Yeah, I think they definitely deserve it. So Marcelo is putting the Discord community link in the chat. There it is. Sign up for the Discord. It's free for a limited time. Guys, this is where you're able to ask your questions about the platform. You could send screenshots. You could get technical help. This is our launch week for the new platform. So definitely get involved, get engaged. If this is even remotely something that you think can be useful for your music, now's the time to investigate that and to see if this can help you in any way. So thanks so much for doing this. Guys, I'm going to hop off and I'm going to prepare for the next stream on Thursday, and I'll see you in the Discord where we're going to continue the conversation, have a bunch of fun, and I'll see you guys inside of the 14-day free trial as well. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys soon in a future stream. Adios, amigo. Take care. See you, Carlos. See you soon. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you on the next live stream.